Welcome back everyone, this is MandoAllDay, back with another video, and in this video, I'll be doing an overview of Harley Quinn. This is just the classic costume, no particular storyline. I'll be talking about the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button and our support channel to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So, let's take a look at front of the box. The side, the back, the other side, top, and bottom. And yeah, this is a very old figure. This is from 2019. I know I'm late in the game, but you know what? I don't care because I was trying to find it, and I got it for a good reasonable price for the price that I paid for, which I'll talk about in a bit. So, let's take a look at the figure outside the box. As always, you do come with a card. This is what the card looks like. The back of the card. You can tell this is a very classic McFarlane figure because the old cards come really thick. I don't know if my camera can pick it up. I mean, this is the old Harley Quinn, right? I mean, the old card, and the top one is going to be the new one. This is from the one I made not long ago, just yesterday. The Catwoman one, just look at that. Look at the difference in terms of the thickness of it. Really thin. This figure also does come with this gun right here, which I really like. In terms of the sculpture design on the gun, it's clean looking, very simple design, right? You got that nice brown look like a handle, and of course that silver. And at the end it has a bang on there, because of course, wait, wouldn't you have that? And of course, the infamous hammer by Harley Quinn. I really like. I like the sculpture and paint. I like how McFarlane painted that like that. Brown and dark brown spots on it, make it look like it's wood. Obviously it's not. But I like this, again, the very detail on here. You got one side here with the happy smile, then you got the target, and of course the Harley Quinn. The handle on here too. Good clean looking Batman. Hammer. I really dig it. And it's pretty, I don't want to say it's stiff, but it's usually, I know usually with like swords and weapons, they're pretty flimsy, the current ones. This one is pretty stiff though. I mean, it is a bit flimsy, but I put a lot of pressure and probably crack it, but the new ones are pretty flimsy. And of course, it comes with a regular stand. So let's take a look at Harley Quinn. And I gotta say, that head sculpture looks really good. Very classic Harley Quinn look to it, which I really dig. I like that little smirk on her. The eyes look really good. The painted blue eyes look really good. I like her mask on here too. I like how the white tips are glossy. I don't know if my camera can pick it up, but have like a little bit of gloss to it, similar down here, which looks good. Unfortunately, my camera can't pick it up, but it does have that glossy on there. Head articulation is good, left and right, up, down, very good. So in terms of head articulation is good. The paint job, I think it looks really good. Really classic looking Harley Quinn. And I dig it. Very subtle smile, but it's cute in a way, but also creepy because it's Harley Quinn. And the sculpture design looks very good. And of course, the painted red and black. And I like it. I like the red and black. The red and black has a matte look to it, which I like. And again, with that matte red and black and the white tips, it really does make the figure stand out. Unfortunately, my camera is not picking up the glossy. It just looks like it's really bright white, but it's actually just glossy. So overall, though, I like the head sculpture, man. Good, clean-looking Harley Quinn. Classic Harley Quinn. That's what she looks like. Like I said, paint's good. Articulation is good. Can't really complain. I like it. Shoulder articulation. I'm trying to be careful because it is stiff and it's old figure, but there you go. Bicep. It does articulate. It's just stiff. Elbows. Good. Wrist. If I can articulate, just don't want to break it. There you go. Good. Torso. I'm afraid I'm going to break it. There's like, seems like there is articulation. It's just a little stiff. And I don't want to break it. So, there you go. There's some articulation on torso. Not a whole lot, but it's some, though. So, in terms of the articulation of the upper body, I would say it's good. It's just the torso. It's a little limited. And you can see here, it's kind of popping out. So, I don't want to mess with it too much. And I don't want to break it. So, in terms of articulation of the upper body, I think it's good. Just the torso is a bit limited. But the sculpture design, very clean looking classic Harley Quinn. So in terms of the sculpture, you can't really do much because, again, this is a classic look. That's just what he looks like. But the paint job, I really dig the paint job on here. I like that matte and red. I think it looks really good. Then you got this gloss right here, glossy white, which looks very good. Unfortunately, this was kind of up a little bit. Could be just my figure, I'm not too sure. And also it has a glossy right here as well too by the wrist, which I like because, again, with that glossy white on there. Very subtle, but it looks good, especially with that matte red and black. And I dig it, man. I like how here we got the spades on there too. Mine does have a little pin champ on there, but again, this is an old figure, so I can't complain too much because this is an older figure though. So overall though, what I think about the upper body, that's a good, clean-looking Harley Quinn figure, man. Like it says in the card itself, it's a classic one. It's a classic Harley Quinn. And even her, if you see it right there, it's just, that's what she looks like. So you can't have too much of a sculpture on this figure with the classic look. So overall, though, I think McFarlane nailed this classic Harley Quinn, and I dig it. I really dig it. Take a look at the lower body. Leg articulation is good. It's a little stiff, and I feel like if I keep moving it, it might crack, so I have to be careful with that. Knees, good. Ankles, good. And of course, toes, good. So in terms of the leg articulation, it's good. Very similar to the upper body. Same thing on the lower body. You got that matte red, black, and you got obviously the symbols on there. I think it was the spades, I believe. But it looks very, very good. And one thing I did notice, though, is the feet. Notice how it goes in a little bit. I feel like it's going to crack on here. So I don't want to play with them too much, though. But, apart from that, though, the legs, again, looks very good. Very clean looking Harley Quinn. Color combination. And yes, Harley Quinn does do squats pretty darn well, if you ask me. Which I'll compare to another, big booty female character figure. So, overall, though, what do I think about Harley Quinn figure itself? I think the figure looks really good. Very simple, very clean looking. I'm putting it on the sand, or putting her in the sand. Very clean looking Harley Quinn figure. And so, to me, in my honest opinion, I think this is a really, really good figure. And apart from the price, we'll just talk about the figure itself. What I think about it, I think the articulation is good. Unfortunately, mine did come a little damaged in terms of the paint, but the paint job itself is really good. That glossy tip on her mask, I guess you can say, wrist, and of course around her neck. Very subtle, but it looks good. The articulation is good. The paint job on the face looks really good, especially that creepy face, because this is Harley Quinn. And so overall, though, I think the figure itself, in my honest opinion, regardless of the price, I think it's a thumbs up, man. Very good, classic-looking Harley Quinn. And I think McFarlane did a really good job with this figure. This is an older figure, so keep in mind, which I'll talk about in a bit, though. So the figure itself, easily thumbs up for me. You get a good, cool-looking accessories, cool card, good, great-looking classic Harley Quinn. Thumbs up. Now, for the price, this is where it gets a little interesting. Because this, of course, retail for $20, and I think for $20 for this figure, easily a thumbs up for that price. Even for maybe $25, in my honest opinion, because again, very classic looking figure, and McFarlane nailed it. Now, what did I pay for it? I paid $25 for it. Granted, I had to drive almost an hour to get it, which is fine, because if not, I would have to pay like $15 shipping, and I don't want to deal with that. So, for the price I paid for $25, I think it's still a fair price, especially because the fact this is an older figure. This is from 2019. Now, I'm bringing up the price because right now, getting this figure for a really, really good price is hard to get. Again, this is from 2019. So, what would be the maximum I would pay for it? Personally, the max I would pay for this figure, the max, probably $30. Don't get me wrong, I like this figure. I think it's a really good looking figure. But for the price of more than $30, I just don't think it's worth it. Hate on me if you want. That's perfectly fine. But to me, I just don't think it's worth over $30. So the max I would personally pay is probably $30. I've seen it go for $60. I even seen it go for like $100. I mean, if you can get it for a reasonable price and you really like this figure, then go from there. But in my honest opinion, I would pay no more than $30. So, but regardless of the price, though. The figure itself, the Harley Quinn classic one, Todd McFarlane, DC Multiverse, thumbs up for me. Alright, here we have Harley Quinn classic, and of course Harley Quinn from the King Shark Suicide Squad movie wave. So, really cool looking figure, both of them, but of course, I'm going to go for the classic one. I said it before, I'll say it again. Color, sculpture design looks good. This is a good one, but it's not Harley Quinn per se. But nonetheless, so, here you go, I have both of them. I wish McFarlane would have made the DC Multiverse Injustice 2 Harley Quinn. That's a really good looking Harley Quinn in that game. But nonetheless, so here we have Harley Quinn and another Harley Quinn. Here we have Batgirl from the Amazon exclusive one, and of course Harley Quinn. Both good looking figures, but if you were to ask me which one I prefer, I'm gonna go for the glossy one, not the glossy one, the classic Harley Quinn. I just like the figure, man. I like the head sculpture. Don't get me wrong. I like this Batgirl. I think the Batgirl looks really good. Unfortunately, it does have side eyes, which that's another subject. But to me, I like this Harley Quinn one. I think the classic look, and of course having that kind of creepy looking smirk on Harley Quinn. It looks creepy, but regardless though, here we have them both next to each other side by side. Here we have the Catwoman from the Nightfall storyline, and of course Harley Quinn, which I made a video not long ago regarding this Catwoman. Both look good in my opinion, but if you were to ask me which classic figure I prefer, Harley Quinn. I think the colors look good on Harley Quinn, but more importantly, it's going to be, I said it in the Catwoman, I'll say it here, it's going to be the crotch. I'm sorry, but the crotch, I just can't stop looking at it. I look at the figure, I'm like, this is really good. Oh, this one, good all around though. But of course, we got to talk about, there you go, who has bigger glutes. And of course, the easy winner is going to be Harley Quinn on this one. Here we have Catwoman from the Arkham City Build-A-Figure wave, and of course Harley Quinn, the classic one. Really good looking figure. I wish McFarlane did also the Arkham City one, Harley Quinn. That would have been so good. But nonetheless, we don't have that. But we do have this Catwoman one. And of course, you're going to be asking Mondo, who's going to win of these two? Well, let's kind of build up to it. But here you go, having them side by side. In terms of the height, I would say Catwoman is a bit taller than a whole lot. So just showing you or telling you that. Now let's talk about who has better glutes. Who does squats better than the other one? Well, this is a hard one because Catwoman has bigger glutes, but Harley Quinn has more firm. It's more worked out, I guess you can say. So which one's better? It really depends on you. Are you more of a bigger glute or are you more of like a firm glute? I'll leave it up to you. Here we have the Batman from the Gladiator Batman from the Dark Knight's Metal storyline. I almost forgot. And of course Harley Quinn. And it's really weird having this particular Batman next to Harley Quinn because this Harley Quinn, super bright colors. Yeah, they're matte, but this one's so dark and it just, Harley Quinn just outshines Batman. But nonetheless, so just showing you these two side by side. And I made a video of this Batman. Fantastic looking figure. Really detailed. Easily contender of 2023 figure of the year. But nonetheless, so just showing you Batman and Harley Quinn standing side by side. Of course, this video wouldn't be complete without talking about Harley Quinn and Joker. So we have Joker from the Dark Knight wave, on Dark Knight trilogy wave, and of course Harley Quinn. And man, I wish Christopher Nolan, I would like to see Christopher Nolan's version of Harley Quinn. That would have been really interesting, but also kind of weird. But of course, we do have the Joaquin Phoenix Joker 2 movie coming up with, I can't remember her name, she's a singer. But nonetheless, so here we have Harley Quinn next to Joker from the Dark Knight trilogy. Now for shits and giggles, I wanted just to have a little fun. So I'll bring in another Joker, which is a bit over the top, but you know what? I don't care. We have Joker Titan, which he barely fits on here. But you know what? Let me do him. There you go. Joker Titan, Mega Fig, and Harley Quinn, and standing next to Harley Quinn. So you can see the height difference in terms of where Harley Quinn stands, and she stands right by the belt of Joker. But again, just showing you Joker Titan, aka Mega Fig, which is a King Mega Fig so far. And of course, Harley Quinn, just showing you the difference in terms of the height. But of course, having another Joker figure next to Harley Quinn. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with this figure? To plan on purchasing this figure? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on the support channel, to keep up to date and watch videos like this. That includes an overview of Harley Quinn, the Classic by Todd McFarlane, DC Multiverse, and on to the next one.